I'm Kelly with Waterfall Woodworking, and today I'm going to show you how to make this easy, fun summer game.
The goal of this game is to get the ball to the top hole. It's so much fun and perfect for all ages. For this project, you will need 2 pieces of 1/2-inch plywood and a few 2x4s. I started by measuring how long and wide I wanted my plywood. This is really up to your preference for how big you want this game to be. I then cut that to size on my table saw. Then I cut my 2x4s for the legs. I cut these to 6 feet since it will mainly be adults playing this. After those were cut, I lined up the legs against the plywood and measured in between the legs for top and bottom support pieces. And cut those at the miter saw. I lined up the legs and support pieces on one of the pieces of plywood and traced with a pencil the border of all the 2x4s. This is so when I go to cut all the holes, I know not to cut anywhere where the 2x4s will be. For the placement of the game-winning hole, I measured the center of the playing board and a couple inches from the top. To ensure both sides are the same, I stacked the plywood pieces on top of each other and clamped them together. For drilling the holes, I used a 3-inch hole saw and a 2 3/4-inch drill bit. For this process, you can pre-draw out your holes or just wing it like I did and decide along the way. I actually found that I could go back and drill even a few more holes to make it harder. After all the holes were cut, I cleaned up all that dust with my shop vac. Time for some spray paint. This part is totally optional, but I chose 2 different colors for the legs and the game face. Once the spray paint was dry, I laid the game on a flat surface and put all the legs and support pieces in place. I then screwed in all the legs and support pieces to the plywood. To connect the 2 sides of the game, I got some large door hinges and attached those to the inside top support pieces of both sides of the game. And just like that, it folds up and is easy to move and store. I had to do a little bit of trial and error for the pieces that will hold the balls. I drilled some 2 3/4-inch holes into some scrap 2-inch thick wood and just cut it down at my miter saw until I had 2 of the same shapes, and then I gave them a light sanding. One of the problems with the 2x4s on the back is that it leaves room for the ball holder to just slide up to the top. So I cut some scrap plywood to size to fill that space and attached it with my brad nailer. To hold the string, I got these eye hooks and then screwed them into the top 2 corners on each side and to the 2 sides of the ball holders. For the string, I got some heavier duty string so it doesn't snag. I cut that to twice the length of the game front. You will need a total of 4 pieces. I then tied the string to the ball holders. Make sure to use slip knots so it doesn't fall out. And once those were all attached, I ran the string through the hooks on the game. I got these rings to hold onto while playing and tied those to the ends of the string. And now you're ready to play the game. This game is so fun, and if you're a Survivor fan like me, you'll know this is a popular challenge from the show. This game was easy to make and is honestly so fun to play. This will be a great addition to our backyard summer games.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more DIY and woodworking videos, please make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. I'll see you in the next one.